Today, on the 19th of November 2025, we gather here in this heartfelt space to remember and honor remarkable souls who have recently left us, along with those whose legacies continue to inspire. Together, we'll celebrate their journeys and also reflect on WWE legend Dominic Mysterio's recent struggles that fans everywhere have connected with. Don't forget to subscribe and be a part of our growing family of remembrance and strength. Miss Elizabeth, born Elizabeth Ann Hewlett on November 19, 1960 in Frankfort, Kentucky, remains one of professional wrestling's most beloved figures. She rose to fame as the elegant and poised manager of Macho Man Randy Savage in the WWF, captivating fans with her beauty, charm, and calm presence. Elizabeth played a central role in some of wrestling's most memorable storylines, including the emotional arc with Savage that led to their on-screen wedding at SummerSlam 1991, making her one of the first women in the industry to achieve mainstream recognition. Off-screen, Elizabeth faced personal struggles, including an abusive relationship with Savage and battles with substance abuse after their divorce in 1992. Tragically, she passed away on May 1, 2003, at the age of 42 from an accidental overdose. Her legacy endures as a trailblazer for women in wrestling, remembered for her grace, strength, and the lasting impact she made on fans and the industry alike. René Goulet, born July 12, 1932 in Montreal, Canada, was a talented professional wrestler whose career spanned decades. Beginning in the 1950s, he quickly earned a reputation for his technical skill, athleticism, and ability to connect with fans. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Goulet became a familiar face in promotions like the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where his charisma and flamboyant ring attire made him stand out. Known for his versatility, he could play both the villain and the hero with ease, facing some of the biggest names in wrestling. Beyond his in-ring work, Goulet contributed behind the scenes as a producer and talent scout, helping guide the next generation of wrestlers. Respected by fans and peers alike, he remained involved in the wrestling world until his passing on May 25, 2019. René Goulet's dedication, passion, and love for the sport left a lasting mark, inspiring countless wrestlers and cementing his place in wrestling history. Jay Briscoe, born January 25, 1984, was a beloved American professional wrestler whose impact on the industry is still deeply felt. Alongside his brother, Mark, he formed the legendary tag team, the Briscoe Brothers, known for their incredible chemistry, fierce rivalries, and unforgettable in-ring performances. Jay made his debut in 2001 with Ring of Honor, ROH, quickly earning a reputation for his relentless work ethic, toughness, and charisma. Over the years, he captured multiple ROH World Tag Team Championships, thrilling fans with his hard-hitting style, daring moves, and captivating storytelling. Beyond titles, Jay's passion for wrestling and his connection with the audience made him a standout performer, admired by both fans and peers alike. Tragically, Jay passed away just a week before his 39th birthday, leaving the wrestling world in shock. His legacy lives on, not only through his championship accomplishments, but also through the joy, excitement, and inspiration he brought to the ring. Jay Briscoe will always be remembered for his heart, his brotherly bond, and his unwavering love for wrestling. Dominic Oscar Gutierrez, better known to fans worldwide as Dominic Mysterio, grew up in the shadow of one of professional wrestling's most legendary figures, his father, Rey Mysterio. Born on April 5, 1997 in San Diego, California, Dominic experienced the unique rhythm and sacrifices of life in the wrestling world from a very young age. Traveling to events, watching his father perform night after night, and spending time backstage gave him a first-hand understanding of both the excitement and the toll of the profession. His early exposure included moments that blurred the lines between fiction and reality, such as the infamous WWE custody storyline involving Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, which left a lasting impression on him as a child. Growing up under the constant gaze of fans and cameras, Dominic absorbed the environment of spectacle and high expectations, slowly preparing him for the inevitable moment he would step into the ring himself. This upbringing, though privileged, came with pressures that shaped his early understanding of the wrestling world, including the reality that every decision, match, and injury would be intensely scrutinized by both fans and critics. WWE debut and early challenges. Dominic's official debut in WWE in 2020, facing off against Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, was a defining moment in his career. The reaction from fans and critics was mixed, as many questioned whether he had earned his place or simply benefited from the Mysterio name. Yet, his performance revealed not only the lessons he had learned from his father, but also a determination to prove himself as a performer capable of holding his own under intense scrutiny. Wrestling alongside his father initially allowed Dominic to ease into the spotlight, but it also created constant comparisons and expectations that he had to navigate. Over time, he committed to rigorous training and steadily developed his style, evolving into a more confident and capable athlete. While the early days were filled with challenges and skepticism, Dominic began to establish himself as more than just Rey Mysterio's son, demonstrating the grit and passion needed to carve out his own space in the industry. Breaking away and joining the Judgment Day. A major turning point in Dominic's career came when he shocked fans by turning against his father and joining the Judgment Day, a dominant WWE stable featuring Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley. This move allowed him to step fully out of his father's shadow and embrace a new, more villainous persona. The transition was a gamble, but it quickly paid off, as Dominic began to thrive in his new role, combining arrogance, cunning, and a character-driven approach that generated intense reactions from fans. Within the Judgment Day, he was provided with both protection and opportunities to grow, giving him a platform to refine his wrestling style, experiment with high-risk moves, and develop a voice uniquely. His own fans and critics began to recognize that his in-ring evolution reflected both the influence of his father and his own willingness to take risks, allowing Dominic to build a reputation as a versatile and engaging performer, health issues and recovery challenges. In June 2025, Dominic faced a significant setback when he suffered a severe rib injury, dislocating 2 lower ribs that pressed painfully into cartilage. This injury, which reportedly occurred during a high-intensity match, forced him out of action and brought immediate concerns about both his physical and long-term career prospects. Rib injuries are notoriously difficult for athletes, affecting breathing, mobility, and overall performance, and they often require careful, patient recovery to avoid lasting complications. For Dominic, the injury not only interrupted his momentum, but also raised questions about how long it would take for him to return safely to WWE programming. The situation highlighted the physical demands and risks inherent in professional wrestling, even for performers in their prime, and underscored the need for careful management of both his recovery and the storylines surrounding his character. Financial pressure and career uncertainty. Alongside health concerns, speculation emerged about the potential financial implications of Dominic's injury. While WWE contracts provide a stable income, time away from the ring can affect performance-based bonuses, merchandise sales, and endorsement opportunities. For a relatively young performer like Dominic, an extended absence may introduce challenges to long-term financial stability, particularly if recovery costs and medical expenses exceed standard coverage. These pressures add another layer of complexity to his situation as he balances the physical and emotional demands of recovery with the practical realities of sustaining his career and livelihood. This dual challenge reflects a broader truth about professional wrestling, where even high-profile athletes must navigate the uncertainty that comes with injuries and time away from the spotlight support system and fan reactions. During this period, the support of the Judgment Day has been crucial, as allies Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley have publicly expressed their backing, Ensuring Dominic's presence remains relevant in ongoing storylines, fans have responded in varied ways. Some express sympathy and encouragement for his recovery, while others maintain skepticism, citing his early reliance on his father's name. This division mirrors the complexities of his career, blending in-ring storylines with real-life challenges and highlighting the delicate balance performers must maintain between persona and personal well-being. Looking ahead, Dominic Mysterio's path forward will depend on the careful management of his health, financial stability, and career development. A well-timed return could reinforce his growth as a character and performer, while a rushed comeback could exacerbate existing injuries and impact long-term prospects. As he navigates this recovery period, his ability to adapt, learn, and leverage the support of his allies will be key factors in determining the next chapter of his career. Even amid setbacks, Dominic has demonstrated resilience, proving that his journey is defined not just by his legacy, but by the choices he makes, the risks he takes, and his determination to carve his own unique place in the world of professional wrestling.